Hi everybody. Okay, so we're going to choose the photo that we're going to trace, and as you can see there are so many photos in the slideshow for you to screenshot from. Each student should have a different photo so that our colouring book has variety. So you can scroll down, choose your image. I think I'm going to choose the giraffe. I saw a giraffe. Yes. So I'm going to screenshot that. So you can screenshot. Yep. And then when you click on it, you can crop it by grabbing the corners and dragging it to the size of the photo. And then press done, and that will be saved to photos. Great. Okay, we're going to now edit it in Keynote. Keynote is usually an app you make presentations with, but you can go in and edit with this app. So click on Create Presentation and choose a theme. And you need to choose the basic white. That's really important, that white background. We don't need any of those things, so click on them and delete them. So just click and delete. And now we're ready to add our photo. So at the top, you can see a little plus button and then photo to select the photos that you've got. And your screenshot should be in there. So I've added my screenshot and I'm just going to resize it so that the bottom of the image is at the bottom of the page. This will really help make the image look like it's, you know, from the neck up or from the feet up or whatever your animal is doing, rather than just floating in the middle of the page. So now that I've resized it, I'm going to add, so plus button, add a drawing. So you can click on the drawing here and you can see all the different tools. We're going to use the ink pen, which is the first tool, so that we get these kind of almost like coloring in lines. And I'm clicking on that tool and changing the width of my line. So you can play with that. There's an eraser tool there, and you can also use the back to undo any mistakes that you've done. And so what you should be able to do is kind of drag that toolbox away when you're drawing. You can zoom in with 2 fingers. And then what you're able to do is start to trace the outlines of your photo. We don't need to really color anything in because other people are going to do that. So very carefully, I'm actually drawing with my finger. I'm not using an Apple Pencil or a stylus, but you can definitely use a stylus or an Apple Pencil if you want to. And I'm just drawing around those kind of lines, the outlines of the animal. Really carefully. You can see I'm holding my 2 fingers down to move the image as I draw, and also zooming in is really, really helpful. So I'm going around. You can see there's lots of different lines here. I'm going to move my image again so that I can capture some different details. The dark areas or the black areas, like in the ear, around there, or even around the eye, it's black. I'm probably going to color them in using the coloring in tool, and I'll show you that. Okay everyone, let's just check out our work now and review what we've drawn. So we can press done at the top left corner, and then can you see the little blue box that appears around the photo or around the lines that I've drawn? Can you see those dots changing if I select the lines or the photo? Make sure we select the photo, go to the top, next to the plus button there's a paintbrush, and then you'll find a tool called opacity. Can you see me sliding it there? And it diminishes the photo, it fades it away so that we can only see the lines. How cool is that? So we can kind of review what we've traced and what looks good. So now I'm going to just kind of bring that photo back up, and I can go back to drawing on my image. Okay, so I'm finished now. Let's just check again with the opacity tool, and I focused on getting a lot more detail there. I'm really happy. So now I go to the top right corner where there's a circle with 3 little dots. We're going to export the image and save it as a photo. So click on images, and then it will give us this stuff. Just press export. We can export that photo now. Share it as a saved image. It says save image, and that will save it to photos. So let's check in the Photos app if it is now saved there. So I'm going to go into my recent photos. There's my giraffe ready for the colouring in book. What do you think, guys? So I hope you create a beautiful traced image ready for our big draw colouring in book. Thanks everyone, have fun, good luck.